Okay guys, this is the very last video that we are filming before we have our baby.
Crazy.
Which is literally insane. And so we thought that we would do an end of pregnancy Q&A for you guys because I feel like there's still kind of a lot of questions that people are wondering. We asked y'all over on my Instagram. We got tons of questions, okay? So we got to get through them. We're going to go rapid fire through these and we want to answer all the things that you guys are wanting to know. And the next time you guys see us, we're going to be parents. So that's pretty crazy.
Yep.
So without further ado, let's get right in to the first question. I feel like this is probably the most asked question. Everybody wants to know, when will we be announcing his name?
You want me to answer this one?
Yeah.
I feel like I can't answer a bunch of these. I mean, I'm not sure yet. Julia's looked through them more than me, but
the ones that you know, you can answer.
Okay. So we will be announcing his name a day after we announce that he's here.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's no surprise. It's no secret. We're gonna make you guys wait just a little bit.
But not too long.
Not too long, no. It'll just be a day, and you guys will know his name. You'll know his initials the day of.
Yeah.
So maybe you guys can see if your guesses were close and whatnot, but
I have a feeling once they see the initials, they're gonna guess.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are gonna guess it when they see the initials, but the day after we announce is when we're gonna announce his name, and so yeah, that's the answer to that question. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that, and comment your name guesses for the last time down below again, because we've had some close ones.
Yeah, we've had some really close ones, but no one's gotten it yet. Next question, will we be showing his face once he's born? We're not gonna take a picture and like, if his face is in it, put an emoji over it or anything like that. Like, we're gonna show his face, but we're not gonna make him like the center.
He's not gonna be the center of our content, no. So it's just like, I mean, think about it if we didn't do social media, but we were just people who had social media accounts, like, which we are, but like, we would just post like our child normally how we would. Now we're gonna have more precautions because we do have a bigger audience, are able to see our accounts, but it's not like he's gonna be the center of everything. Like, it's gonna be us still just serving you guys, and so yeah,
and I also think that like we're obviously able to change our minds, and I'm not saying that like we will forever show his face. I don't know, anything could happen and we may change our minds on that, but for now he's definitely going to be in our content, but it's not going to be like, oh baby, like do this, I'm going to show all these things, it's going to be more like mom dad content, our life, the stuff we've already been posting. And he won't be in it all the time,
like it's just we're just going to be transparent and show you guys our lives, and he's a big part of our life, so
exactly. And so the next question that you'll have for me, I guess, well, it's probably for you too, but everybody wants to know if I'm scared to give birth, I'm stressed, if I'm excited. Like, yes to everything. I think, who isn't scared to give birth at first? Like, you have no idea what to expect.
I'm scared for you.
You hear all kinds of stuff. Like,
you showed me a video the other day of this girl who went without an epidural.
Oh no, she had an epidural.
Oh, she was screaming her head off.
She still was screaming. Like, oh my goodness.
I don't mean to laugh, but it terrified me.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's gonna be me. I'm kind of shy. I feel like I'm kind of scared to yell. Like, I don't know. I don't know how
you're gonna do whatever you need to do.
My mom, let me just tell y'all, she had Pitocin. She labored in bed. She wasn't like moving, all natural, and she's just like chilling, not screaming.
Hopefully you got those genes.
I hope so, because good grief, like, I hope my pain tolerance is at my mom's level, like, because that's just insane. So we'll see what happens.
Find out in
but here's
a couple
the thing.
days.
I'm super excited, and God's gonna get me through. He's gonna give me the strength. And I know how everybody's like, oh, your body was made to do this. That's true. However, I will not let it be lost on me that Eve's punishment in the Garden of Eden was pain during childbirth, okay? So it's literally the judgment of God is that pain. So it's gonna be bad. Like, I'm not in denial of that, but it's gonna be great, and we're gonna feel really good after. So it'll all be fine. I'll be fine. I'm gonna live. I'm gonna survive. It's gonna be good. Moving on to the next question. I got a lot of questions asking if we're gonna be doing it natural or with the epidural, or I guess unmedicated is a better word. And the answer is hopefully without the epidural. I am getting induced. For those of you guys who don't know, we have another YouTube video kind of explaining the reason why. I don't know how that's gonna go. Like, it could take a really long time. I could have like really high, I could need a lot of Pitocin to get the labor starting, and that is more intense than just like natural contractions, because they're like synthetic, like it's like making your body go into labor. And so I'm really trying to not get the epidural, but I'm giving myself grace, and if I need it, and if I've been in labor for like 30 hours, I'll probably end up getting it so I can at least like sleep and not be I don't know, just like a complete zombie before the baby's even here, because that would really set me up on the wrong foot. But I'm gonna try not to get it.
Yeah, like we're gonna do, you know, like she wants to do what's best, and so she's kind of decided what she thinks is best is without the epidural. But if there's a situation where the best choice is the epidural, then she's decided that that's what she wants to do. So, yeah, that's the answer to that question. It could be either, but we do have a scheduled induction for her. So.
Okay, somebody asked, what was the funniest thing that happened during pregnancy?
The funniest thing?
Yeah, the funniest thing.
I would say the funniest thing, it's not really funny, but I think it's funny to hear, like, I don't feel like people have a filter when they talk around people who are pregnant. So I think the funniest thing, and we laugh about it all the time, is whenever people are around Julia and just the things they say. Like, somebody called her, "You're looking real plump," the other day, and I mean, that's not funny, but we laughed so hard over that because we were like, who has the audacity to say that? And so,
and it's always the people you like least.
Because obviously she is bigger than she was because she's pregnant.
Yeah, and
but who says that?
Swollen and just everything. Yeah, I didn't take offense to it because I know it's true, but it's like, yeah, that's probably the funniest thing. Is like, yeah, people not having a filter, and then just also it's like it's a total like out of body experience. Like when you're pregnant, you're just not yourself. Like your hormones are so different. You don't feel like you've lived in your own body for like 10 months. And so I just think everything kind of feels a little bit surreal when it comes to things like that. So yeah, that's probably the funniest thing. Sorry if that's not like a funny answer you guys were looking for, but there were a few comments like that. So I thought we would answer. Okay, so moving on to the next question. Somebody wants to know, will I miss being pregnant? Now, I think there are a lot of people.
I can answer that for you guys. No. She complains about being not like she doesn't complain about being pregnant because it's a blessing that she was able to get pregnant, but the effects and everything, she's ready to be done being pregnant.
It's a struggle.
She's ready for the baby to be here.
The fact that there are people that would like choose to be pregnant all the time is so crazy to me. I love that.
Yeah, some people love like not that Julia doesn't love like being able to have a baby, but the you know, everything that comes along with pregnancy. Some people love it. They just want to be pregnant all the time. That's not Julia.
No. And this kind of goes along with the next question. Was pregnancy the way you imagined it would be? Nothing can prepare you until you actually are pregnant and you are going through all of these changes. You think you know how it's going to be, but like, no, because even just a few weeks ago, I was like, oh, this is as bad as it's gonna get. No, like it gets worse. The bigger you get, the more pain you get in. So it's definitely like a very humbling experience for sure. And it's nothing like what I thought it was gonna be, but it's been amazing, obviously. But I truly didn't expect to get like such bad morning sickness, and I did.
And something I didn't expect is she gets tired very fast. Like she'll be up for 4 hours, and then sometimes she'll take 2 or 3 hour naps. It's not all the time, but it's crazy because of how much toll it's taking on your body to grow this child and everything. Like I thought it was really interesting too how tired, you know, you get.
Well, then it's just like also like you can't sleep at night.
Yeah,
so
and you're
just
tossing and turning.
Like you're so tired, but like you can't sleep, and it's a whole ordeal. But again, it's good. If you are wanting to get pregnant one day, like don't not get pregnant because you think it's going to be horrible. It's really like you love it because of the outcome, right?
All of these things are not ideal, but they are side effects of being pregnant and being able to bring life into the world and have a child as a gift from God. So it's like, obviously you'd pick, you know, to have a child over all of that.
Exactly.
So
somebody wants to know, on a lighter note, what was the best part of pregnancy? And I will say definitely having him like kick and just feeling him kick, that's been so special. Finding out his gender was so fun.
That was fun. Just having like our parents are gonna be grandparents for the first time, so that's really cool. Having our family, also my brother and his wife, they're also having a baby at the same pretty much the same time as us, so that's been really special, really cool. You also really learn you learn a lot about yourself.
You learn a lot about yourself, and then you learn a lot about like the people in your life. And we've just had such an amazing like community of people just be like supportive of us and just help us out, and I think that's super awesome because it really does take a village to raise kids.
We're getting through the easier part. Like the harder part is about to come. But you know, I'll be able to do it in my I won't be pregnant when it's gonna feel easy, honestly, because I'm gonna be able to move, and I'm gonna be able to, like, I know once the healing process is done from labor. We'll see if you think it's easy in the next 2 weeks.
Okay, here's a fun question. Who will change the most dirty diapers? I don't know why you're pointing at me. Because...
I don't have a ton of experience.
Okay, let's be honest. I have never changed a diaper.
Nuh-uh.
No, never.
I think I've probably changed a diaper at least once.
Not of a baby.
Oh my goodness.
Have you?
I mean, I've probably changed a diaper maybe once or twice. Not 0 times?
Never.
Oh, great. I guess I'll have to.
I've changed like pull-ups and stuff, but like of a little diaper, like I've never changed a poopy diaper.
I guess not like a baby, but like, yeah, maybe like, I don't know. See, I can't really remember because if I did, it was when I was young, like 10, 11. Mm-hmm. So maybe we're both in for it. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll just rock, paper, scissors.
You would have been too little to change your siblings' diapers. Right. So I don't really.
Rock, paper, scissors each time. I'm sure because the baby will need Julia more. There may be times where Julia's changing the diaper more just because I'll be working and doing other things. We're going to try and get her to have like a 6-week like maternity leave, if you will.
6 weeks?
Or whatever it is.
Dang!
I thought, okay, maybe it's 4. I can't remember how long it is.
I'll take however long I can.
Just for her to recover and then, you know, just really focus on the baby since the baby is going to need her. The baby doesn't need me.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm going to be there and help. But yeah, that's my thought. But anyways.
We'll see how it goes and we'll keep you guys updated. We're going to document all the things.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next question. Has your experience with pregnancy made you reconsider how many kids you want?
No, not for me.
Okay, no. But it has made me reconsider how close in age I want them. And I guess down the road.
Because you want to recover longer.
Well, I want to recover longer. Definitely, I would love to be in way better shape before getting pregnant again. Like,
you weren't in bad shape.
I wasn't in great shape. I wasn't working out. And so I think like there's so many things that I would rather, I want to do for my body and for my health when I'm not pregnant that I can carry into my next pregnancy. And I think that would make it like easier. Yeah.
I want the kids closer. She wants them further apart. Like me and my siblings are all 2 years apart. Like I'm 2 from my brother and my brother's 2 from my sister. And so I think that was really special. We got to go to school together and stuff like that. Yeah. And I just think it was good. Julia's thinking a little bit longer, honestly.
Not like too much longer.
My thought is like, man, like, well, the quicker you get pregnant, the quicker you can be done being pregnant and just have all the babies. You know, that's my thought process, but it's ultimately
I'm also thinking about like how tough this pregnancy was on me. Like I legitimately could not fathom taking care of a little tiny, like, but mobile baby.
Yeah, like a year and a half old baby.
Like, especially with my sickness and everything. And we're so blessed that we're together all the time and Jacob's obviously home. But if that were to like ever change, I don't know.
Yeah, like if I had to travel for work or something. Yeah.
So I guess we'll see. We'll play it by ear. I think we still probably want 2 or 3 kids depending on.
Yeah, I definitely think 3's max.
Yeah.
But
3 max for sure. We want to be able to give our intentional time to each kid and just, you know. 3 is a good.
Yeah, 3's a great number. I think any more than that, it becomes like you're trying to, you know, just corral so many.
Some people are made for that.
Yeah, and some people are.
I don't
good
feel
for
like
them.
I am.
Like, you know, big family, a lot of kids. Like, go you guys if that's you. For us, that might just be a little crazy for us.
Okay. So the next person said, what made you decide to find out the gender instead of letting it be a surprise? Honestly, there's just no way I could not know.
My parents, I think they did surprises for all 3 of their us. I think now it's kind of neat because there's the technology to know. And
well, there was a technology back then too.
Right. But okay, so like if you want to do the nursery a certain way, or if you want to get clothes, you know, before the day he gets here, you know, stuff like that, and get that stuff planned ahead, I think it's super useful. And to just look forward to, you know, like it being a boy or a girl, like it just helps you prepare a little bit better.
Yeah, and connect with them, like, you know, like
exactly
who they are,
who he is,
name them. Yeah. And that day is special enough when you like give birth. I'm sure it's so special to find out the gender like right when you give birth, obviously. Yeah, that's why people do it. People love doing it. But for me, I just like, it was so tough in those first few weeks of pregnancy, not knowing the gender. I was losing it. I'm like, I don't know what the gender is. Anyway, so yeah, you just kind of spiral. So definitely, maybe one day, maybe one kid will do a surprise.
Yeah, maybe the last one will just wait. But
I just don't know if I could do it.
Yeah, I don't think I could either. I would want to know.
Okay, let's do a couple more questions. Someone said, what are you craving to eat after birth?
I can answer that. She already told me. Jersey Mike's sub. That is going to be the first thing I get her, a foot long Jersey Mike sub. Yeah. The extra large one.
Yeah. Turkey and provolone Jersey Mike sub. But okay, here's the thing. I know a lot of people like eat sushi after like in labor. Like I don't like sushi.
Yeah.
So, but and then also I've like, it's not that I haven't had a Jersey Mike sub while being pregnant, but that's just like what I want after birth.
Yeah.
So that's what he's gonna get me. Okay, the next question. If you could go back and change something you did this pregnancy, what would it be? I definitely wish I would have been easier for me to work out. Like, I would have loved to work out. I would have loved to cold plunge. And
I think having good habits set in place before pregnancy is really important. And just not having those, it makes it even harder to do it while you're pregnant.
yeah, I wasn't consistent then. And then, like, if I don't
Like imagine you're in the gym for 90 days and then you get pregnant. It's a lot easier to go on that 91st day than not working out for 2 or 3 years. Yeah. Like,
which, and like, yeah, I had really gotten out of my routine with working out. And also, like, when you feel like you're gonna puke every second of the day, especially the first trimester, like, there's just no going to the gym. Like, which some people do it, and I would love to get to the point where I'm that disciplined and that dedicated, but unfortunately I just wasn't. So I definitely would change that if I could go back. Other than that, I don't think there's anything.
yeah, I guess we'll see if you do it with the next one.
Well, I'm
Mark
hoping,
her words, she would change it if she could go back. So hopefully with the next one, she'll do it.
well, I'm hoping to start that before
Yeah.
I'm pregnant again.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'm not pregnant again for a while. We're gonna really try to not get pregnant for a little bit. Has being pregnant brought you and Jacob closer together?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. But it's also been like harder. Like I feel like she was
Why
talking
is
about
that?
well, she was talking about the hormones things, the emotions things. Like we just had a conversation about this the other day. There'll be times where like she's just crying. Like this is vulnerable and like I don't understand, so it's super hard for me to like comfort her. Like it'll be something super silly. Like I'll say something and it'll just like it's something I say all the time, not like a mean thing or anything. But then just because of her hormones and her emotions,
Just spiral.
yeah. And then so then like that is really, really hard because it's not like it drives us apart, but it just because the process of pregnancy is so like not heavy, but it's just a lot. It's definitely brought us closer than anything. But there have been times where it's made things more difficult. I wouldn't say it's pushed us further apart.
No.
It's just made things more difficult, and there's been a lot we've had to work through. Again, you learn a lot about each other, you know, and just things like that.
Yeah.
So
and I like am not, I know some people just like are naturally emotional. I'm really not like that when I'm not pregnant. Like I don't really cry. I don't.
yeah.
And so that's been like a huge adjustment, because then for me it's like I don't understand why I'm feeling this way, or like feeling super upset, and then he doesn't understand, so that makes it worse. And then it's just, you know, but I will say like I definitely feel
I can also get better at, you know, consoling you though when I don't understand. I've just never been good at that.
Well, and this is the thing that they always say about men is like men want to fix the problem,
Yes.
but like sometimes you don't need the problem fixed. You just need like someone to listen, you know?
Yeah.
And so that's
Well, not even listen, just be there.
Yeah.
Like,
And like don't say anything, don't try to figure it out. Just
yeah,
like,
just sit here with me. And I'm like, okay. I need to
hopefully we
get
don't
better
have
at
any
it,
more
but-
mental breakdowns during
Yeah.
this pregnancy, considering it's only a few days longer. So, but yeah, we're excited. And I definitely think like going through labor together and, well, not really together. Like, you'll be there. But,
Right.
but that's going to bring us closer together, and I'm looking forward to that. And then also just like having a baby that's like half of him and half of me. Like, what could bring you closer? I know that a lot of people are like, oh, just wait till you have kids, it's gonna break you apart, you know, whatever. But I think for us, like, we're really gonna try to prioritize like our relationship, because you can't raise
and not that we
kid.
haven't, but
Right.
we're gonna make an effort to really, you know, be that one of the main things we prioritize.
Yeah, because you can't raise a child well unless you guys are nurturing each other. Because if you put the child first in every single thing, then you neglect this relationship, and then the child feels that, and then it's just like all around a strain. And
I would say that you can, you know, for single parents and stuff out there, like you can you can raise the child well. Like if it, like, don't think like if it's just you can't raise the child well. But, you know, 2-parent household, the most efficient and best way is when you guys are a team and working together. So
I'm definitely talking about like our situation in a 2-parent household. Definitely not
single parents. Kudos to you, because you are superheroes. Like,
seriously,
for real.
Yeah, for real.
Anyways.
So this question wasn't asked on here, but I've gotten a lot of DMs and a lot of comments on our last video, and people are like, why are you going with an induction? Like, you're not trusting in God's plan and God's timing. And we just wanted to kind of address that and just like share why we feel peace about getting induced. I think when a doctor recommends that you do something, obviously you need to take it to the Lord and like pray about it. But our doctor was just wanting to make sure that baby was a good size when he came out. And if I opted...
He's already a good size now.
Yes.
He's going to be 12 pounds.
Meaning not too big, because that arises a ton of other complications. And we know that first-time moms typically go past their due date. And just for me, I was more comfortable. I know the risks of an induction. I know the risks of going past your due date. I know the risks of having a 90th percentile baby. And so we just felt like for us, and our doctors recommended it, and we prayed about it, that we just feel peace about having an induction. Now he could still come on his own. But we've kind of left that up to God. We're like, God, if you know, this induction is not your will, then have him come before. But if it is, like, you've given us peace about it, we're going to move forward with it. And that's just our choice, and that's what we're doing.
I mean, you also just have to think about your safety. Like,
I
don't think God would be upset at you having an induction because it's safer for you to deliver. So
and so that's just like our main thing. And it definitely, I wouldn't choose to be induced if there wasn't a reason.
Right, like if the doctor wasn't worried, we'd just wait till you go naturally.
But since that was a concern, we don't want any complications regarding that, so that's why we're going with the induction. But I know everyone has their differencing of opinions, and I know that, you know, people are like, oh well, babies come out smaller than people think they are all the time. That's fine, let them come out smaller. We get to meet him, and we're excited, and that's what we're doing. All right, last and final question: how will we begin to incorporate God into our baby's life, and just like how we're gonna raise him? We actually have a whole YouTube video kind of on this.
Well, we have a YouTube video explaining how we're gonna raise him. I think it's really simple. The Lord is a part of our our everyday life, so he's gonna see us, right? He's gonna see us reading our Bible or praying or whatever it is, hear about us talking about Jesus in conversation. Church. But also just like when we get him books, like we have so many books that are about creation and about how God created him, and you know, we just have so many things. Like we'll probably turn on Holy Sprouts instead of Miss Rachel. Like while we're teaching him, it'll be about the Lord. Like not everything, but like we're gonna do the best to implement teaching practices and him learning everything, because you have to think he has no experience of what life on earth is, so everything is gonna be new to him. So the best time to teach him about the Lord is, you know, we can teach him how to say, you know, God, and like we can teach him these things. And I just think it's important that we just are going to do our best to implement faith in every single learning opportunity. So
and that verse that's like, raise up a child in the way that they should go, and they shall not depart from it. Like that's something that we hold on to. And like as for us in our house, like we will serve the Lord. And so as long as they're living under our roof, like we're going to go to church and we're going to do these things.
Right. And I know a lot of people be, you know, don't shove religion down their throats, all of this stuff. That's not how it's going to be. Like, it's just very much going to be like, you know, while you're living with us as parents, we're your parents, you're going to come to church. We're going to talk about these things. I think it's really important that something my family didn't do. Like, they were never like, you need to accept Jesus, you needed this, you needed that. They allowed me to like find my relationship with Jesus. Now they told me how I should live my life according to God's words and these things. And because I did that helped me find a relationship with Jesus and understand why having a relationship with Jesus is the best thing in the world. But I do think it's really important too to just like, you know, it's going to be a difficult thing, but allow them to make their decision about following Jesus, and not necessarily just be like, you have to do this. No, it's, you know, so, and I think that's a really important part of developing and being, you know, the process of becoming a man or a woman. And so,
So we're excited to teach him about Jesus, and we definitely will be teaching him about Jesus. Don't worry.
Yes.
But
we're
guys,
not going to.
No, but this is it. This is the last time you'll see us. This is the last time.
Yeah, we love you guys. And
last time with the bump.
Yep.
Last time before going to the hospital.
Yep. So we love you guys. We hope we answered a lot of your questions. And next time you see us,
we appreciate your prayers. We see your comments. And we're just so thankful that all of you guys are with us on this journey. And we cannot wait to share these next few chapters with you guys.
We love you guys. See ya.
Bye.